My name's Craig, and I started and still run a landscaping business and a wholesale plant growing facility. So it's like a plant factory. We grow plants and sell to nurseries and landscapers, and we export. And on the landscaping side, we design gardens and we install gardens, including sort of feature areas like water features and fire pits and dry areas and outdoor entertainment areas. I started off back in 1995. I basically started with a bare piece of land with nothing on it, and slowly started to grow plants with the intention of selling on a larger scale. So not like a retail nursery that you'll go to on a weekend, but to be able to sell to the trade, so to landscapers and to nurseries, selling in volume. So I started with that. It was 1995, and then about 2006 I started with the landscaping. I had a talent for it, so I studied a BCom, so I have a reasonable sense in terms of finance and business. But I have a passion for the outdoor and for creativity. It's a lovely environment to be in. Everyone pretty much writes their own rules, so it's also nice because you have enough red tape in your life to have more in what you do. So for us, you're not tied into any specific rules. It's more about your own way of doing things. And for us, we've got a good reputation in the industry because we offer, especially on the landscaping side, we're dealing with the public, and there we're offering the best possible service that we can. We do all sorts of things for clients that to try and make them happy, and ultimately we offer a finished product that's something that's worth spending time in, something that looks beautiful and adds it adds value to the property, but also to the people's lifestyle. They get to enjoy it. It's a place they look forward to escaping to on the weekends. So it's not just about planting a few plants. It's a lot more than that. An important part of any garden is irrigation, basically water. There are a number of ways of reducing water usage. One of them would be to use a more economical irrigation system, perhaps a drip system, which requires less water to irrigate, as well as reduces the amount of evaporation that would normally happen. It's not a high-tech industry. It's an industry that anyone can get involved in. And there's lots of opportunity, and it's a fun industry to be in. On the face of it, if you ask people to tell you what landscaping is about, most people's perception is what they see on TV. Landscaping is transforming an outdoor space into an environment that's going to suit your lifestyle and your architecture. So there's a lot more to it. Before we can install a garden, we have to first quote on the garden. Before we can quote on the garden, we have to have a design in place, because a design is the thing that's going to ultimately show what we're providing. Are we putting 40 of this plant and 30 of that plant, or 500 of that plant and 800 of this plant? Are we building a water feature? If so, what does it look like? So there's a whole design phase that goes into it. So before you can get to a design phase, you have to find a client. So there's marketing and advertising before you can even do that. People are looking for a job. A job is a short-term thing. It's something that they don't care about. It's something to pass today's time by. You will not easily become, I can't say you can never, but you can't easily become good at a job, because that job is just a job. If you think in terms of a career, whatever it is, if you want to become a painter, or you want to be a builder, like a really good artisan builder, if you have an interest in it, it becomes a career, and a career is something you can build on, you can diversify. A job is a task like digging a hole. There's no real future. There's no long-term or medium-term. It's a very short-sighted, short-term thing. And the reality is it's not. It's something you've got to build on. You've got to hone your skills. If you think, I've been chatting to the photographers and videographers here, all of them, if they had to look back at the first year's footage and photographs they took, it's almost embarrassing. You look at, I can't believe I did that. That was me. And look at the work they do now. There's a sense of pride and achievement. You've grown within yourself. You've grown within your career. And you can't get that with a job, because a job it's an aspect of a career. I'm Craig, and I'm a landscaper, and you're watching Careers TV.